Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be ranking my top 10 favorite mobile games, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Coming in at number 10, we have actually a category of games, basically all the infinite runners like Temple Run, Minion Rush, and what's called Subway Surfers. The reason those games are so low on this list is because they're not really like the kind of games you sit down and play for like 10 to 20 minutes. For me, really, it's just like a game you play when you have like 5 minutes, or you have like 5 minutes in class, so you just play one of these games because you don't have like 20 minutes to play something, so you just play one of these. Otherwise, they're really fun games to play, but kind of the downside, there isn't really progression. Like, you can unlock skins and stuff, but they're like super expensive and you'd have to play a lot. But other than that, they're really fun games just to sit down and play for a few minutes. Coming in at number 9, we have another category of games, basically all the Papa games. All of them are really fun games, but the reason why they're at number 9, which is pretty low, is they do get kind of repetitive, but you can have a lot of fun decorating the lobby. And also, what's the most fun for me is messing up people's orders, but as you can see in the recording, I'm actually doing it right. And it's really fun because every day, if you do good enough, you'll unlock a new customer and like a new topping, drink, or popcorn. But that's just for Papa's Hot Doggeria. But there's like a ton of them, like Pizzeria, Hamburgeria, all of them end in Aria, Pastaria, Sushiria, there's a ton of them. And I just chose Hot Doggeria. That's the one I have because I think it's like, I don't know, I like hot dogs. But moving on to number 8. Coming in at the number 8 spot is a game most people probably haven't heard of, but it's called My Singing Monsters. There's another game called My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire. It's made by the same company, basically the same thing, and they're basically in the same spot. But this is My Singing Monsters. And what it basically is, it's basically a game where there's like 5 different elements, and you can breed them together to get different monsters with different sounds. And there's like different islands, and it's hard to explain. Like, each island has its own monsters, and you breed them, and then they make a song. And it's really fun and cool seeing the song come together, and like seeing how each island sounds and which one's your favorite. The only bad thing is, like, it's kind of one of those games where you have to like wait 8 hours to do this and stuff. But other than that, it's really fun. And there's nothing really wrong with it besides what I just said. But it's in the number 8 spot because there's other games I like more. In the number 7 position, we have a game I've been playing for a long time, since like 2013. A game called Clash of Clans. Most people probably know of it. It's a game where you build a base and you can join clans to fight other people. You get a bunch of rewards, and you might be wondering, again, why is it at number 7? I'm not gonna lie, it is a really good game and it's really fun, but it's like extremely pay to win. I mean, it's not really pay to win, but it's kind of like pay to progress, because it's really slow progressing, because like there's like, once you get to like the higher town halls, which is like your main way of upgrading to upgrade other stuff, it can take like days for upgrades, 2 days. And then at like the highest town hall level, town hall 13, it starts taking like 5 days, but you can speed it up if you buy gems to use it. But I just think that's like really pay to win. But it is really fun attacking other bases, and it's fun to check in every day and just like collect gold, talk in the clan, and like attack other bases. And yeah, it's a really fun game. Coming in at the number 6 position, we have a game most people know of called Among Us. And Among Us is basically a game, I'll explain it. So So there's 10 people, and one of them is like basically a killer, and he has to kill everyone without anyone finding out that they're the murderer. And if you're not the murderer, you're a crewmate and you're trying to finish tasks. And if you finish all the tasks, if everyone finished the task, they automatically win, and the imposter, aka the murderer, loses. And yeah, there's like meetings and stuff if someone finds a dead body, or they can just start a meeting and like say, hey, I think this guy's a murderer or something. And it's really fun, and it's in the number 6 position because it's a really fun game to play with friends and stuff. But the thing with a lot of mobile games, they're repetitive, and this one suffers the same fate, and that's why it's the number 6. It gets really repetitive because everyone does the same stuff. In the number 5 position, we have a game most people know of called Call of Duty Mobile, and we're at number 5, the top half of the list. So now we're getting to the games I really like. You might be wondering, oh, why isn't this number 3, number 2, number 1? Because it is a really good game. Thing is, like, most people know this, it's pay to win. Like, to get like all the good guns and weapon upgrades, you have to like open a bunch of crates and stuff. And those cost like the little premium tokens, and there's like a battle pass. You have to get their premium tokens that are hard to get, or you could, unless you buy them. But I wasn't actually able to get gameplay footage because there's a huge update because I haven't played in a while. But this is actually like a really fun game to play with friends. Like if you're looking for games to play with friends, this is one of them. One of the downsides is if you don't have a good phone, like I used to not have a good phone, and this game takes 2 gigabytes. My old phone had 8 gigabytes, but I upgraded to a 64 gigabyte phone. But my 8 gigabyte phone could not handle this because like 4 gigabytes were already being used for storage. I mean, not storage, system. So I didn't have that much. But yeah, sorry, you're just looking at a loading screen. I couldn't get any footage, but moving on to number 4. In the number 4 position, we have, it's kind of a category of games, but not really, the Balloon Tower Defense series. And right here I'm playing Balloon Tower Defense 6, which is the latest in the series, and the one they update the most, but there's a ton of other games. It's like Balloon Tower Defense 1 up through 6, and then like Balloon Tower Defense Battles, Balloon Tower Defense, Adventure Time. Like, yeah, but basically what it is, it's a tower defense game, and it's monkeys trying to pop balloons. It's like a funny concept, and there's like a ton of different upgrades you can get and stuff, and it's really fun. There's so many other monkeys you can experiment with, and there's like a ton of maps, which makes it super fun. Yeah, there's a bunch of power-ups, upgrades. There's even online you can play with friends, and I'd really recommend it. The only downside is it costs $5. People that don't want to spend money. But yeah, moving on to number 3. Coming in at the number 3 position, we have a game a lot of people forgot about, Pokemon Go. I actually have a story about this. I started playing, I think it was like December 8th, 2019. I was like, oh, this game's dead. No one even plays it anymore. I downloaded it. I played it once, and I was hooked. A lot of people might be like, oh, dead game. I'm not going to play a dead game. But it's actually not dead. There's actually like a pretty big community. It's not as popular when it first came out, but it's really fun. They've added a ton since release. There's legendaries. There's even like a battle league where you can battle against other people, mythicals, and it's up to Gen 5, and Gen 6 is coming out soon. It's really cool. There's a ton of legendaries. It's like a ton of stuff in general. It's really fun, and like it's cool to play when you're like at the store or something. You're going out, your bike, and it's boring. You're like on the bus going to school or something. Yeah, it's good. You can like catch Pokemon and make it more entertaining. Like one of the only downsides, like you can't really play if you're just like sitting down on the couch. You kind of have to be out and doing stuff, unless you're using an incense, or like incense basically like brings Pokemon to you. It attracts them. And yeah, they've also added raids where you can like attack Pokemon and then you'll get them. And it's like a really fun game in general. A lot of people are just gonna say like, oh, dead game, but it's not dead. It's actually a pretty big community if you look it up on YouTube. In the number 2 position, we have another Supercell game, and I'll wait for it to show it. And it's Brawl Stars. A lot of people know about it. I think it's like Supercell's second best game, right behind Clash Royale, or in front of Clash of Clans. And it's a really fun fighting type game. They have updates really frequently and balance changes. Get trophies, unlock brawlers, and it's really fun. This is another one of those games where you can play with friends. You can like make clans essentially, but they're called clubs. You can like compete with each other. And you can make your own matches where you play against AI. And there's like a ton of brawlers, and it's really fun. You unlock skins, open boxes to power up your guys. It's like, I wouldn't say it's pay to win necessarily, but if you want to compete in the end, you need to get power 10 characters, which is basically a maxed out character in level. And it's really expensive, but if you save up, you can get it. I mean, it's not that hard though. There isn't like any time thing like in Clash of Clans where you have to wait 4 days for an upgrade. It's instant. And it's one of those games where you can sit down and play for like an hour, unlike other games. Coming in at the number 1 position, most of you can probably guess what it's going to be. And it's My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, the mobile game. Actually, just kidding. It's actually Clash Royale. Most of you probably knew this. This is an insanely fun game. It's been out since like 2016, I think. And it's really fun to progress, and you can make clans. They actually recently updated something really big. It's called Clan Wars 2. It was an improvement of Clan Wars 1, the original Clan Wars, because people said it was pretty boring. But it's a game where you make a deck of 8, and basically you like make a deck of cards, and then you use them to battle against other people by like placing them. And it's a really fun game. Most people have probably played it, but my only complaint about it is towards the end it gets kind of pay to win, like most mobile games. You need level 13 cards, and your King Tower needs to be level 13, which is max level. And it's really hard to get, and it costs a lot of coins. But what I like to do is make a new account and see how fast I can get to 4,000 trophies, which is, once you get past 4,000, it starts to get kind of boring and pay to win. But it's a really fun game. There's a lot to do, and I recommend it to anyone who's looking for a game to play. And it's really fun to play against your friends. And like I said, yeah, if you ever get bored once you get to 4,000 and it starts getting paid to win, just make a new account and see how fast you can get back up there. It's really fun. And yeah. I just want to thank everyone who watched the whole video and made it this far, and please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll make more top 10s in the future, and see you in the next video.